The U.S. leader was snubbed despite gushing over the enlightened Queen. Donald Trump will not be invited to the Queen's funeral next week, according to leaked documents. The former U.S. president appears to be a huge fan of Her Majesty, and penned a gushing tribute to her for the Daily Mail after her death. However, it's not been enough to earn him a spot at next Monday's service, which has limited numbers. Only current heads of state and their spouses or partners will be invited, meaning Mr. Trump's successor Joe Biden and his wife Jill will be among those attending the historic service in Westminster Abbey. According to documents seen by Politico, the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, FCDO, said the Abbey will be so packed that it would be impossible to offer more invitations. The guidelines, which had been sent to embassies on Saturday night, said the department, regrets that, because of limited space at the state funeral service and associated events, no other members of the principal guest's family, staff or entourage may be admitted. The last two state funerals, which were held for Winston Churchill and George VI, were not attended by serving U.S. presidents, but Mr. Biden confirmed on Friday that he would be coming to Queen Elizabeth II's. The possibility of Mr. Trump attending the service was raised due to his emotional tribute to Her Majesty, as well as his previous positive statements about her. In his written tribute, Mr. Trump described his own encounter with the Queen as the most extraordinary honor of my life. He added, "The whole of civilization is in mourning." The passing of Queen Elizabeth II, the enlightened monarch who reigned over the United Kingdom for 70 years, is a loss felt by billions around the world. He also returned to the U.S. bursting with compliments about the Queen after his first meeting with her, during which he inspected the guard and took tea with the monarch. He said, "We then go up and we have tea. And I didn't know this, it was supposed to last 15 minutes but it lasted like an hour. Because we got along and she liked our First Lady and our First Lady liked her. But we got along fantastically well. But the time went by, you know, sometimes you get along and the time goes by." Many other leaders will also be in attendance at the funeral, including New Zealand's Jacinda Ardern, Canada's Justin Trudeau and Australia's Anthony Albanese, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, Italian President Sergio Mattarella, Irish Prime Minister Michel Martin and South Korea's President Yoon Suk Yeol confirmed their attendance today. Japan's Emperor Naruhito, Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and French President Emmanuel Macron are also expected to attend. A reception for the world leaders will be hosted at Buckingham Palace on Sunday evening by King Charles III. The visitors will attend the lying-in state of the Queen's body, and sign Lancaster House's condolence book. Leaders will also be invited to deliver a tribute to the Queen while at Lancaster House, although this is limited to 3 minutes. Escorted coaches will take them to Westminster Abbey from West London, for security purposes. Asked if U.S. President Joe Biden would really be expected to arrive at Westminster Abbey on a bus, a spokesman for the FCDO told Politico it would be left to the leader to decide. He said, "I think that would be a question for the U.S. and how they prefer the president to travel. I would say that clearly arrangements for leaders, including how they travel, will vary depending on individual circumstances. And the guidance and information provided is guidance." The document also urges world leaders to travel on commercial flights wherever possible, and tells them not to use helicopters to travel around the UK. The FCDO document added, according to Politico, multiple and comprehensive layers of security will be in place across London and at all the official venues used for the state funeral and associated events. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II died at her summer home in Balmoral, Scotland, on Thursday at the age of 96. Prompting an outpouring of grief in the UK and around the world.